What do I do if I have a toxic leader in my organization? That's a question I often get. And I will answer this in two parts. The first part is to invite you to not use the label of toxic leader. It is, in my opinion, my experience, a label that never leads to success or breakthrough. And here's an experiment to illustrate that. I've done this a few times. I'm talking in front of an audience of 200-300 people and I say, who here, please raise your hand if you have experience with toxic leaders in your organization. Almost everybody raises their hand. They have had experience somewhere or other with what we call a toxic leader. Hands down. Now I say, who here in this room thinks of themselves that they're a toxic leader? No hands. So on the one hand, out of these 300 people in the audience, everybody's familiar with toxic leaders. They seem to be all around, yet nobody raises their hand when I'm asking, are you a toxic leader? That is just to illustrate that it's not a helpful word. When we talk about toxic leadership, we talk about other people. Never talk about ourselves. And in my experience, I've never come across a leader who said, let me be toxic today. That is not how it works. So when we have a leader where we have challenges, I invite you to focus on the behavior. What does this person do? What do they not do? What do they say? What do they not say? Get rid of the label of toxic leader and just say that this leader does this or says that. I think by just changing the label, we've already increased the probability of finding a solution going forward.